Hey friends, I hope you're doing well. Today in front of us, okay, it's not garden plants, but it is house plant. I'm gonna share with you my house plants I purchased, and these I've purchased throughout a couple of months. They're not just one-time purchase. And also I'm gonna show you how you can get house plant very affordable. Most of them were from Home Depot, and I paid as little as $4.95. So for example, this beautiful neon pothos, this was $4.98 from Home Depot. Look how beautiful it is. And what I did, I put it, well, not that plant itself, but the plants I purchased for $4.95, I put them in a pot and they grew bigger. So if you look at that compared to this, do you see the difference here? So you don't need to purchase a plant for $20. You just purchase the small ones, put it in a bigger pot, water it, and then watch it grow, and voila, you have a big plant. So most of these are $4.95, if not all. I have these two I got on clearance too. These were from Lowe's on clearance. But then look at this one I found, okay? $4.98. Look how beautiful it is. So I just wanted to share these with you before I pot them up and put them in bigger pots. And then look at this rubber plant, this ficus burgundy. Look at it, $4.95. So when you buy your plants, don't keep them in these small pots. Put them in a bigger pot, and don't be afraid to buy these small plants, okay? They get bigger. And I have some cactus, or succulent I should say. I have some succulent I got from IKEA also. But anyways, let me go through the selections that I purchased from Home Depot, because I love the house plant and I just wanted to share these with you. It's beautiful. So as I say, transplant them in bigger pots. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go through the type of plants we have here. So first up, we have the green neon pothos. This was $4.98. Look how beautiful it is. With this neon pothos, it prefers medium indirect light. However, it will do well in low light. And as you can see, it's a trailing plant. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have the philodendron Brazil. This is such a beautiful plant. It prefers bright indirect light. And I think I purchased 3 of these. I'll be hanging these over my kitchen sink. I have this 3 utensil planter over there, so I'll be hanging these, but I'll be transplanting these into a bigger pot so the root has enough space to grow. But look how beautiful they are. And as you can see, it's a trailing plant. And here we have the satin pothos. It is such an easy plant to take care of. As you can see, this was also $4.98. And it's a trailing plant. This is so beautiful. Can you imagine only getting this for $4.98? Beautiful. Like these plants, they normally have them for like $20 or more, but normally the container is bigger. But as I said before, don't be afraid to buy them small like this and repot them when you bring them home and just watch them grow. When I brought this home, this had few leaves in there, and it's amazing how many growth it has pushed out. And you could see right there the burgundy stem looking at you. That's a new plant that will be coming out soon. And here we have the marble queen pothos, and this one I got from Lowe's. I think I paid $7.98 for it. And it prefers medium light, and I love the variegation in this. It's so pretty. Ooh, that was a good catch. And most of these plants, like your pothos, they're easy to propagate, so don't be afraid to get more plants by propagating one of these plants. And then here we have black velvet alocasia. This was $4.98. Whenever you purchase a plant, don't bring them or don't introduce them in your house with your other plants. What I do, I keep these downstairs where I don't have any plants, and I put the net trap on them just to capture any bugs that you may bring from the garden center, because you know you can't avoid bringing home gnats, right? And I keep them away from the rest plants for good 2 to 3 weeks, and I do keep them watered and all of that, and I wash them. I give them a bath, believe it or not, in the laundry sink. I give them a bath, and I just put the gnat trap in there, and I just leave them to sit there, because I think it's a couple of months ago I got some plants and I didn't even think of it, and I brought them in with the rest plants, and I just started seeing little gnats in the house. I'm like, what are these bugs? And that was my first time getting gnats, and I'm like, what are these bugs? And then I realized what happened. So I got some gnats from Amazon, and I stick them in the plant, and you will not believe, within an hour or so the gnat trap was covered in 20-30 bugs. And remember, they were really tiny. So I did have an infestation with these bugs. So I'm just reminding you just to remember, whenever you bring home plants, to make sure you have a way to remedy them, and make sure you don't put them around your plants, okay? And here we have another one of that one we just saw there, polyalocasia. And this again was $4.98, okay? So fine, these don't have any bugs because I did isolate them from the rest just to make sure. And I have a second one of this one. And then up next we have polka dot begonia. This was $4.98, and this bloomed a lot, okay friends? This bloomed a lot. So it needs to be transplanted in a bigger pot. It's so pretty. I couldn't believe I got this for $4.98. It's such a beautiful plant too. And the blooms were pink and dainty, absolutely gorgeous. And then I already spoke about these. These were the same small size as this guy. And look at that. These have so many growth on here, and they were the same $4.98. And here's another one. And these pots I got from IKEA. I love these pots. Let's see what else we have. And then these I got from IKEA. I think these were maybe $3 and change, not that much. And remember, with your succulent, they don't need much watering. I rarely ever water these. And I think I could probably repot this because it looks like it has 3 babies here, but I'm just gonna leave it as is for now because I need to repot all those others over there. That's a lot for me to repot. But anyways, let me go over those I got from the clearance section at Lowe's. All right, so these 4 guys are from Lowe's clearance section. So this I think ended up being $4. And then we have this other arrowhead, also $4 there. And 2 of my major purchase, in my opinion, were these guys, okay? So this is a CC plant. Here is the scientific name for you on the screen. It is from Wick and Grow, Costa Farms. And CC plants are one of the easiest plants to take care of. It is low light, very easy to take care of. So I'm gonna repot this too, because I tend to when I get the house plants, I tend to repot them just to give them fresh soil. But look how big this is. Oh, and let me tell you how much I paid for this. All right, so this is $15.98. Anything at $15 and up is 50% off. So this was probably almost $8, and I think that was a good price too. So don't be afraid to check out your Lowe's, especially Lowe's. Home Depot doesn't really do much clearance, really, but don't be afraid to check out your Lowe's. They do have their clearance plan. I just came from there, I think yesterday, and they had 50% off their house plants on clearance. Not all of them, but some of them they had on clearance inside. Oh my goodness, I love this, but as you can see, it needs to be watered. I'm gonna repot it. I have fresh soil. You can see how the soil looks poor. Maybe all the nutrients is gone. So I'm gonna give it some fresh soil and repot it. But this is a ficus burgundy, and it prefers medium light. And this too was $15.98, and I paid about $8 for it. And this is a 1.72 gallons. Okay, so that's a pretty good size, as you can see here. It's beautiful. It had already put on some new growth. I had it outside and it's getting cool, so that's why I'm bringing it inside the house so it doesn't die off in the cold air. But right at this red tip, you can see where new leaves are gonna come. So I'm gonna go ahead and water it in, change the soil, and water these guys. I have a lot more inside, but these are the new ones I got. I'm so excited about these. So it has a waxy, thick texture to it. Love it, love it, love it. Anyway, so I just wanted to share my houseplants with you. All right, so here I am. This is the soil that it came in, or it was root bound, I should say too. So I just took my shovel and just knock it out, and then we're gonna put it in some fresh, plain old good Miracle Grow potting mix. And I found a new pot and I clean it too. So if ever you're gonna transplant your plants and you're reusing pots you have around the house, make sure you clean them in case there's any fungus or bacteria in those pots, so it doesn't get in your plant. Okay,